Lost again, going back around, dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of a million stars. Shouldn't they enlighten my near and far? Shouldn't they at all just tell me where you are? Send a prayer if I'm out of luck. Send a little love and I'll make it back. Send me a...
Big look.
He's on one knee! Yes!
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, my name is Veronica and I am a 23-year-old living in Atlanta. I have a really fun announcement to share with you guys. This past weekend, me and Luke got engaged and we are so happy and over the moon. It's happening. It's finally happening. We're getting married and it could not feel more natural and more right. I'm just so excited to bring you guys along on this process, but more so experience this process with him. And this is our first real feat as an engaged couple. It is putting on a wedding. It feels like a dream come true. I am just still in shock. I couldn't stop crying that day because I was so happy. It was just such a beautiful moment spent with our best friends, with our family, with each other, and in the most beautiful place. It was like a dream, and it didn't just happen on its own. Luke planned and planned and planned for months, and I had no idea. It just went whoop. Although I did have a sneaking suspicion a couple days before. It was really surreal because Friday morning when I woke up, something inside of me was like, this is your last day as a single woman. Like, this is your last day, just you in this world. And I don't know about you guys, but ever since I've gotten engaged, I felt like an even more intense partnership with Luke. Like, we are in this forever. We are creating a family together and essentially building a life that hopefully our kids will look upon and be like, this is home. Like, these people are home to me. And we want to be a home to each other, and we're building that with each other and with our families and with our friends, and it's just like the most beautiful experience ever. Unreal. I'm getting married. What? When I was little, I did the typical, oh, I want to get married by this age and have kids by this age, and you know, that's not how it works. I'm just extremely fortunate to have found my person relatively early in life and be able to spend the rest of my life with them. It's just such a hard concept to try to wrap your head around. Marriage means very different things to every person, and for us it means love. And first and foremost in our relationship, we center it on love, and we're just so lucky to be able to say that. We wake up and we choose each other, and it is just so exciting that we get to plan this beautiful event with our friends and family and have a night that we look back on and we're like, wow, that was amazing, and now we're starting a life together. I'm gonna tell you guys a summarized version of the engagement story just because it's so cute and Luke put so much effort into it. Basically, he's been planning this for months. And I haven't known at all. My friends knew, my sister knew, my family has known. So Luke plans a lot of client events at work, and he was planning the scavenger hunt in Piedmont Park, which is the largest park in Atlanta. It is beautiful. There is just rolling hills, and it's like in the middle of the city, and you see the skyline, and it's dogs everywhere, kids everywhere, families, friends. It's just such a fun place to be. And he planned a scavenger hunt there, and he sent out the client emails and he made the list, and it was very intricate, and he invited the people he usually invites to his client events. So I thought nothing of it. And a couple weeks prior, a mutual friend of ours was like, oh, you should come over and get your nails done with me. So we got our nails done, and luckily I didn't rip them off because I typically rip these bad boys off after a week. They look so good that I just didn't do it. We're doing this scavenger hunt, and I'm gonna show you guys pictures here, but he literally made me take pictures, and I fully believe that this was a scavenger hunt. We were in it to win it. I wanted that $150 Starbucks gift card, if you know what I mean. We're taking it very intensely, but then my feet start to hurt. So I waddle over and I'm like, okay, babe, we need to go sit down. And he says, let's just go do one more. So we go and we walk a half mile or even longer to the little lake in Piedmont Park. I'm there with my little vlog camera, taking videos, not even knowing what's going on. And we're about to go to the lookout point. This huge family like skirts in front of us and cuts us off. They have like 5 children and they have this person with them with a camera. I guess it was like family photos or something. And Luke looked like he ate bees. Like he just took a handful of bees and ate them. He was like, oh my gosh. I was like, it's fine, babe. Like, don't worry. We're gonna still be able to do it. Let's just go sit down. So we go and sit down and I'm like vlogging away, taking pictures and stuff. And then finally when the family leaves, this man just like shoots up and he's like, we must go there now. And he runs down the stairs with me and I like am taking videos of the beautiful scenery, and all of a sudden I feel this weird vibe and I'm like, oh, something's about to happen. Like I like kind of knew. I don't know how to explain it, but I knew. One of the first videos was me filming the scenery and it was right before he asked me, and he just was like, babe, look, and he had this separate scavenger hunt printed out, and under one of them it says, Vero, I have a question to ask you. So I immediately put my camera away because I knew at that moment what was happening. I was like, he's about to ask me to marry him. So naturally, I shoved my camera in my purse and I scratched the crap out of it, but I didn't care. And I read it, and then he gets down on one knee and I kind of black out. I mean, I remember what he said and he looked like he wanted to say so much, but the only thing that came out was, I love you so much. Will you marry me? And I said, yeah, and I'm crying. I'm a hot mess. The photographer didn't even give us more than half of the pictures because I did not look good in them. I mean, I was just like so emotional, and it was just so beautiful because I knew that was just the beginning. Naturally, I am just on a high. We take our little engagement pictures, and then we are walking towards this house right next to Piedmont. And I wasn't suspicious because he did just have a couple friends buy houses in the area. I didn't really know where, but I was like, okay, we're just going to one of their houses and we're gonna celebrate, and his family will probably be there. We walk in and his family is there. Then after trying to get my together, my friends like zoom out of the back, and I haven't seen all of them together since college. It's been years, and even then we were never all in the same friend group. I had various friend groups in college, so it was extremely surreal. I immediately start crocodile tears everywhere, pouring my brains out. I'm like, this isn't real. Like, how did he do this? And all these girls have really busy lives. Like, the time that they gave to me was so valuable, and I can't even thank them enough for coming to celebrate with me and Luke. Like, one of my friends is getting married herself. The other one is moving from Tampa to New York City. The other one is in law school trying to not drown in Zoom and all that virtual learning. And then another one is hopping on the bandwagon of her career is taking off and she's extremely busy. And then my local friends, they also have really busy lives and they have a lot of things going on. So I didn't expect anyone to be at my engagement. That might sound a little sad, but I didn't really have expectations for my engagement, honestly. It was just kind of like, as long as I'm with the person I love and I say yes, and then we do a little bit of celebrating afterwards, then I'm good. But Luke always strives to give me more than I could ever imagine. After I thought that was enough, of course, my family just scoots out of the back and it's the whole shebang. The whole crew is there, and it was just crazy. It was just so surreal. I was in disbelief that all these people that I love so much were in one place celebrating the love I have for this other person and the love he has for me. And honestly, I never thought I would be capable of feeling so much love. Like that past weekend was, I can't describe it. There are no words to describe it other than I'm so grateful, and I cannot even imagine what I'm gonna look like during the wedding or what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be hysterical because I know that it's gonna be magical because it's gonna be me and Luke and people that we love by us. So yeah, we are engaged and I'm so excited to start the wedding planning process. We actually already got started this week. It ain't gonna be easy, but it's gonna be fun. and we're looking forward to it. Thank you guys for listening to our engagement story. I'm really excited to bring you guys along on this journey with me. I feel like this is the first journey that I'm going on my YouTube channel, so it's going to be fun to kind of go back and look at this video after we get married and be like, wow, like I was an infant in that video. I didn't even know. My heart is so happy. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time I just had. I don't even know like what kind of dress I want or what color scheme I want. I have never been the kind of person to fantasize what my wedding would look like. That was just never what I thought about. I don't know if that's normal or not. I've always kind of thought about the person that I'm getting married to, and for me it's more about, okay, what do we want? Because I didn't want to build up this vision that didn't include the other person, because it's also their big day. I'm just really excited to build it with Luke, and it's gonna be just magical. And I also really love his family, so I'm really excited to become a Burton because I adore Luke's family, and I am just very excited to just be kind of enriched in that culture. It's different when you're dating than when you're married to someone. I will say that for sure. But nonetheless, I'm happy you're here, and I'm happy that you're going to be coming on this journey with me. It's going to be quite the haul, so I hope that you brought a backpack as well, because I need help. We're definitely going to get a wedding planner. That is for sure, because our careers are both kind of, we think they're peaking. We don't know where the peak is, but we're both extremely busy, and we wouldn't be able to plan the wedding in the timeline that we want with as much detail as we hope to have. We're both very detail-oriented people, so we are hoping to have someone to just come in and be like, I know this vendor, and you tell me what you want and what you envision, and we work with them to make it come to life. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna share some of my favorite photos and snippets from this weekend for you guys to kind of get a feel of what it was like and how much love was in the air and like how happy everyone was. So thank you so much for being here and for watching this long. If you made it this far, also, I do know some of the ladies or the men or whoever is watching this probably wants to see the bling because it's amazing. To preface, Luke and I did talk about rings. Like, he did not just go out and come up with this beautiful thing because he knew my heart so well. He knows my heart better than anyone else, but I also don't really wear jewelry. I wear simple things like this and like my gold chain, but I don't wear rings, so we really had to talk about it. I kind of knew off the bat I wanted a very simple band. I didn't want a halo, and I wanted an oval ring. I know that oval looks better on me than circle. I don't personally like square things. I think they look really nice on other people, but for me, I'm a round kind of person. Sometimes after I eat too many cookies, I am round. We went for just traditional gold. I love wearing gold. Literally all my jewelry is gold. Also, I have not gotten my nails done in over 3.5 weeks. So if you're like, oh girl, they're a little grown out. Ooh, I know. So don't worry, I'm getting them done this weekend. Here she is. We did opt for like a little side halo, if you can see it in there. Now for real though, if you made it this far, comment pancake below. I love you. Magnifique. But I forgot to add in, Luke got us an Airbnb, and it was this beautiful Airbnb right off the park, and it was for us and our friends and our family to enjoy, and it made the weekend just so much more magical. And there's so many little items that I'm probably forgetting about, but this man's that I got as a fiance, he's just such a planner, and God bless him. He's the best. Love him.
That's 3. All right, I'm crying. I'm crying now. Oh my goodness. See what you've done. It's all your fault. What? step, Joe Biden's coming up.
Right. Here, we'll put you at the table. Good job.
I belong to you.
Dance break.
Yes. She said yes.
Do just what you want. You're the one. What you want. You're the one I trust. And I always be around when I need some loving, baby. No one else.
Yeah.
I'll let you down.
Tons of stories. Each one of us has our own story. And up until this point, you all were just footnotes in each other's story. You all were just footnotes, okay? But then you make this decision, and all of a sudden now you're writing the introduction to the story. Here's to the story, but even more so than that, you think of the story, but I like to think of what makes the ink that writes the story. And it's moments like this. So here's to the new story, here's to the ink.
What is the right word for that? Obnoxious. Not obnoxious.
Always on a high, you were always on my mind, dear Wichita. The tales we were told wouldn't never grow old here in Wichita. We were down by the river all through the night, watching the stars and the city lights. Right from the start, said we never grow apart, dear Wichita. You wanted me to know, never ever let you go, dear Wichita. Surrounded by colors, it's such a sight, watching all the lovers fall into the night. All the moods in a heartbeat, we're going back where it all began. The same ground under our feet, starts to shake with you all we can. Winter turned to spring, I remember everything from Wichita. This town is on its knees, you know God is overseas, I'm telling ya. Oh, it's more to this than what you see.